Welcome to Doing It Yourself, your one-stop shop for all your DIY ideas. Now in this video I'll be showing you how to take apart a garden tap and what it looks like on the inside. We know what it looks like on the inside, therefore we know how to repair it better. If you want to know how to replace one of these, then there'll be a link above to direct you to that video. But before we get on to the show and tell, if you'd like to know how things are made or how they work, then you have come to the right channel, because that is all that we do. So if that's of any interest to you, then please hit that thumbs up. And I'm a small channel and the thumbs up really does help the channel grow. So again, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe and turn on the all notifications so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Now that's being said, let's get back to the video. Garden taps. How do they leak? How do they work? What do they look like on the inside? Three good questions, I think. And how I'll answer that is by simply removing the top section, obviously from the bottom, so obviously two separate things. Cutting the bottom section in half so you can actually see how the water flows through that. And then disassembling the top section so you can see how that works and obviously how that could actually go wrong. That's pretty much it in this video. There's nothing really special. I mean, obviously yes, the video is special itself, but itself is not really special. One interesting fact though with it is this actual top section here. If you've got an old brass internal stop tap, then this is actually the same mechanism as how that works as well. So if you actually obviously finish watching this video, then you actually know not only how to repair one of these, but how to replace one of these, because obviously there's a link above again for the video of how to replace one of these. And you also know how to repair the inside of that, so you know therefore how to replace the inside of your internal tap. So watch to the end, cracking bit of info. Right, so here we are. Get a pair of adjustables on the back of the collar. Give it a bit of a wobble so it's nice and firm. Gentle yank. That unscrews. And there we are. This is the cartridge assembly. That's what that looks like on the inside. This section here is a bit that actually stops the water flowing through. There's your rubber seal. That should actually be flat. That shouldn't have that indent. If it's got the indents, because it's been basically over tightened, and that will fall apart one day, quite soon as well. And obviously stop the tap from actually isolating. Now you've got this section which actually comes out. Usually what happens when you can't turn your tap on, I mean you turn the handle, the water doesn't come through, it's because of this design. And that will actually get stuck, this section will get stuck inside your tap. So you generally have to get your finger on the inside and give it a bit of a pokery and it frees itself up. But it's designed to work that way. And the reason being is because if you get water flowing up the wrong side, i.e. through your garden hose back into your mains water, this in theory is designed to be forced down and stop it from back flowing into your drinking water. That's what that's for. But I'll go into greater detail with this bit later. As you can see, the two bits are in half. I'm now going to cut the lower section in half so we can actually have a look at that. Just for a little information, the tool I'm using is called a multi-tool. The greatest thing about the multi-tool is you can cut many types of material like wood, plastic and metal. Even better, you cannot cut yourself with one unless you're part of the small few that do. What I'm now pointing out is the flow of the water once the tap is on. At the start of this route is where the check valve sits. You now see how the tap operates in its closed state, i.e. water can't flow because of the seat. Simply turn the handle, that opens the valve and you'll see that the seat is still at the bottom. The whole point of this is to stop any backflow, that's the design. But when the water's flowing in the right direction, it'll push the seat up out the way and obviously water will come out. But again, if it goes the wrong way, it will shut down. That's the theory behind it. Doesn't always work, And also one other side note is, if you don't maintain these things, that sort of movement that you have, when you turn your tap on when you haven't operated in a while, that's what actually happens. That thing gets stuck down in place, and therefore by giving it a bit of a bang, sometimes frees it up, allows the seat to be moved up, and then the water comes out. Now we know how that works, let's see how this bit works. I have already pre-opened it just to make it a little bit easier for the video, but how you open these up is obviously once you've got it out the tap body and you have this in your hand, you want to start off with the screw head. So you've got the screw off, you'll then be able to take the handle bit off. You now got your spline and you've got this backing nut. This backing nut is where you got a rubber seal. So once you remove that, don't worry, if you ever do this live, water will not come spraying out because it's all still tied up inside there. If you have any little tiny weeps, inside of here, as you see, this little black rubber seal, which I'll get at in a minute, that slowly wears out. And what actually happens is the water seeps through there. So a quick repair is get a bit of PTFE tape, literally 2 turns, and then tighten that back up, and that will stop it from weeping. But obviously second you start turning that shaft again, it breaks the seal, and therefore you'll be back at square one. But it is a good temporary repair. So taking it off, obviously take the bottom bit off, I'll come back to that in a second. Then you're about to fully unscrew this. As you can see, it unscrews on the inside. Shaft pulls out. Sometimes what you can get is where this is pitted or that's worn. Again, that's where it can also leak. And inside there you can see that rubber seal. It's more like plastic really. And there we are, nothing else in there. This got a bit of flex to it, but it's quite hard. Should be a bit softer. But I'm saying is that bit on the inside actually wears out, which then allows water to leak through this section. There's nothing else there. That's all nice and empty. And then back to the seat. Now if your tap is dripping, simply because this seat is knackered, simply pull that off and simply get a nice new one, push it back on there, and obviously then just reassemble it all. But really that is about it really. That's what a tap looks like on the inside, and that's how it operates. Right, there we go, everything you need to know about a garden tap. If I've missed anything, please let me know in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe and turn on the all notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads.